Hello fixers and welcome. Today we're going to continue on the post that I made last week about making tea out of fig leaves. Fall is approaching, we're getting some cooler nights over here. The harvest is finishing up, so it's a good opportunity for us to grab some of these wonderful fig leaves over here and dry them out to be able to use them to make some fig leaf tea, which has some health benefits that you can look up online, but it may include reducing your blood sugar as well as maybe your triglycerides. Not an expert on that, but definitely supposed to have some health benefits to it. So what do we need to do? We're going to harvest leaves which are healthy and clean and green and fresh. They can be newer leaves, they can be older leaves, but what you're looking for is a leaf that doesn't have any rust, which can develop at this time of year. So it's got to be nice and green. See, this one here has a couple of little flecks of rust on it, the little dark spots. You can see it very clearly on the bottom. It's like this orange. So we're not going to take that one, but we are going to take leaves that are nice, clean, and green, snip them off, bag them, and we're going to allow the fig sap to kind of run out of the leaf, and then later on we'll lay them out, dry them on a table so that they can be treated exactly like regular tea leaves. So I'm going to get to harvesting out here. I'm going to fill this bag and then we're going to take it inside, and I will show you what to do after how to dry the leaves and how to make some tea with that afterwards. But before we go, I will tell you that different leaves do have a different flavor to them. So depending on your varieties, you may get anything that varies from a leaf that has no odor at all to one that smells kind of like a cat litter box to some which smell and kind of have the flavor of coconut when you make a tea out of them. So one good way to do that is you give the tea a little bit of rub. You can smell your finger. You can smell the leaf. This is I-258. This one has a slightly coconutty flavor to it when it's ready. Our favorites so far that we've tested this year would include Ronda de Bordeaux, Dark Portuguese, I-258, Peter's Honey, and we use Improved Celeste. Those have been our top 5 so far. Because it's new for us, it's the only ones we've really tried. But they had a nice, good aroma to them while they were fresh and green. So those were the ones we chose to test, and they've each been very tasty so far. So let me get to clipping and picking over here, and then we'll take you inside and show you how to dry them out and make tea out of them. Okay, so once you've harvested your leaves and rinsed them off, what I do is I allow maybe 6 to 8 hours for the sap to stop flowing, and then quite simply just lay them out on a table for them to air dry. You can use an oven, you can use a dehydrator, but if you've got the space, you can just let nature do its thing with the in the dryness of your own home. So I've got 2 sets of leaves over here. These are finished. This is a set of Peter's Honey's leaves, and you can see, they've got a very dry texture. The moisture is gone from them. These that were picked like a day or so later, they're still kind of soft. They still have some moisture in them, so they need like another day or so to go ahead and get completely dry. Okay, so once you're done, basically they're dry and crispy, and they are ready to go ahead and make some tea. So I'm going to go boil some water in the kitchen, and we'll go make ourselves a nice cup of tea. Welcome to the kitchen. So here I've got a bag of dried fig leaves, and you can use them just like you would any other dried tea leaf. I use a teacup that's got a little basket infuser in it over here. You could use the infusers that you submerge, any way that you'd use to go ahead and make your tea. Now you just take basically your leaf, you crush up your fig leaf, put it into your strainer, your infuser. I'm going to add a little bit more. It should be about a tablespoon's worth of leaves. Get it in there. Here you can see it in the infuser. I have my water ready to go over here. Boil the water. Like with any tea, you don't want it necessarily boiling when you put it in there. A little bit less than boiling is the way to go, but you will just pour that over your tea leaves, and it'll make a nice greenish yellow tea. You let it steep for a few minutes, and then you can enjoy a lovely cup of tea. So we'll get this nice hot water, and you can really smell the aroma that's coming in with the steam from this one. That earthy kind of coconutty, fig coconut type of aroma coming off of it. The longer you let it steep, the more flavor, the more color it'll pick up. Here you can see it's already turning up. It's a pale yellow over here, and if I let this go probably for 5 more minutes or so, this will get a little bit darker, but I'll put some into a cup so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's a pale kind of greenish yellow. And it just smells unbelievable. And there you have it. Fig tea. They're from simply from your harvested leaves, utilizing most of the fig plant. So I will leave you with happy figging fixters, and enjoy your tea and enjoy your figs for the rest of the season. We'll see you next time.